get greater in this world than finding the people with whom we feel safe, secure, and most ourselves. We search to find the person most accepting of our flaws, even the ones we try not to show the world. We search to find the person most encouraging of our dreams, even those wild, impulsive ones that never get off the ground. But most of all, we search to find the person who loves us so unconditionally, we simply can't do anything but believe in ourselves too. Ricky and Allie believe in one another and in their love, as do all of us who have gathered to witness their marriage today. As they go forth into the next great chapter of life, they do so with confidence, knowing that their search has come to this auspicious end. Over the years, we have watched Allie serve as Ricky's partner and confidant, providing a calm and a steadiness that anyone who knows my brother can appreciate. Ricky is always himself, funny, loving, and compassionate, but we see him undoubtedly as the best version of himself with her by his side. As a family, we've been lucky enough to know her for a long time already, but today makes it official. We aren't gaining a sister-in-law, we are celebrating someone we already love, admire, and are deeply grateful to call our family. To get started, we will do readings selected by the couple. The first is Captain Corelli's Mandolin. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the declaration of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those that truly love have roots that grow towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, they find that they are one tree and not two. Our second reading, To Love is Not to Possess, by James Kavanaugh. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself, and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are, and always secretly were, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide. And finally, union. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making commitments in an informal way. All of those conversations that were held in a car or over a meal or between baseball innings, all those conversations that began with, when we're married, and continued with, I will, and you will, and we will. All those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed. Well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher, for you have learned much from one another over these years. Shortly, you shall say a few words that will take you across the threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same, after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. Ricky and Allie, do you promise to take care of the other if they tragically lose a limb or become paralyzed in an accident?
I do.
Do you promise to never watch a show that you watch together without the other one there?
I promise.
Do you promise not to wait another 10 years to go on your honeymoon?
I promise.
Do you promise to help each other continue to grow into the best versions of yourselves?
Yes.
Ricky, do you take Allie as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Allie, do you take Ricky as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
I know, so that's you, husband and wife. Congratulations. Oh, we're gonna exchange rings. Cool.
This is what we do when you don't have a rehearsal. It's okay.
With this ring, can I do that?
That's great.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Now, I pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations.